What do you do when the trail gets really rough? Well, I know sometimes I wish it was a bit smoother, or I might even go and find out a smoother bit of track to have a little bit of a play on instead. But, well, today we're going to be looking at a few tips, tricks and techniques on how you can smooth out the trail and make your life a little bit simpler. Step one then, bike setup. We are very guilty quite often of just overlooking things on our bike. We'll often buy parts and fit and forget without really making them sort of work to their full potential. How's this relevant then to smoothing out the trail? Well, our suspension is going to play the most important role here. Now, tuning suspension is a dark art in itself and something that you can find over on the tech channel, but we're going to take a brief look at that right now. Firstly then, you're going to want to get that suspension set up correctly. Now, there's no point having thousands of pounds worth of shocks on your bike if they ride like a bag of spanners. It's not going to help you at all, and it's going to make things probably rougher. Take a little look at what the kind of trails are that you ride most of the time, and then think about how you can tune your forks and your rear shock accordingly. If you're riding mostly trail centres then, well, you can probably get away with a fairly linear running shock and a slightly softer setup, if you like, so it's absorbing all those small bumps and staying equal all the way through its travel. It's not really ramping up. If, however, you're starting to get a bit gnarly, get a bit wild, and you're riding a lot steeper, more natural, rougher terrain, well then, to skip over those bumps almost, you're going to run your suspension a little bit firmer and also with a few volume spacers in there as well, so that when it does have a really big impact, it ramps up, so it actually gets harder further through the travel. So once you get up to sort of this top third, that's when it starts to get stiffer as well. That way you're going to skip across the top of the bumps rather than diving in and out of them. Try to get your suspension working nice and in tandem so they both work evenly, so the front and the back are compressing fairly equally. That way it'll hug the ground nice and tightly. If one's more firm than the other, then you're sort of going to pogo and seesaw your way down the trail, and it's going to make things more uncomfortable. Line choice can play a crucial role in mountain biking in such a variety of different ways, but searching out that smooth line can literally make or break your ride. And no one wants to break your ride, least of all yourself. It would be terrible. Checking out a section of trail first and knowing where to go can really make a difference as to what the smooth line you're going to take is. I've had a little look on this section here, and on my rider's right, it's really rough and really bumpy, but albeit a bit faster through and a bit more direct. And on rider's left here, it's longer, but it's way smoother, and it's actually worked out a lot more fun. So well worth scoping it firsthand. In conjunction with looking ahead, try to keep your eyes peeled for anything in the trail that could scupper you. So things like big compressions like this one here, or nasty horrible roots, or actually a bit further down there's drops and stuff as well. Like I said, scoping out where you're going to go first can really make a big difference onto how smooth that trail is going to be. If you are out riding blind, there's a few things you can do to eradicate the erratic riding. Make sure you've got your head up and you're looking far enough in front of you so that you've got plenty of time to react and make informed decisions should the trail change without you really knowing. It's no good just looking down directly at the front wheel because, well, you're just not going to be able to focus properly on the track ahead. Looking far enough ahead will also give you time to prepare for what the trail's got in front of you. So it could be linking turns together like this, a jump, a drop, you name it. It'll just give you that time to really prepare and ride as smoothly as possible. Right then, possibly the most useful weapon in your arsenal, in my opinion, when it comes to smoothing out the trail is hopping and jumping over things. I've got a great example here. I'm going to come in from the left here into a pile of roots, and I've actually already got some slippery roots right in front of me, and I'm just going to hop over them. I say that simply, you need to kind of learn how to hop, which we have done videos for already, so maybe worth checking them out first. But it just means that you can take away any extra obstacles in the track. Bunny hopping or pre-hopping certain horrible sections out on the trail can also help you avoid any horrible bits and bobs which might just damage your bike, which is never a good thing, and also smooth out the trail, making you go even quicker, and that is definitely a good thing. Last but not least then, it's pumping and absorbing the trail. This is using your arms and legs as almost natural suspension built into your body, if you like, to really try and take away all the nastiness in the trail and really smooth things out. Moving around on the bike, keeping things nice and fluid can really help you avoid any nastiness on the trail and actually smooth things out. I mean, all the pumping can actually gain you speed. It almost feels like cheating. So why not give it a go? And let's actually take a little look now at that happening. Silky smooth. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hopefully now you'll head out onto the trails and be able to hit them just a little bit smoother and faster. Fingers crossed. As always, let me know what you reckon down in the comments below. Anything else you want to see us make? It's always interesting to hear what you guys have to say. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, give us a subscribe and a thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time. Happy riding, everyone.